Hello, I'm Ada Wells, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Certified Pilates teacher, and a Level 3 TPI medical professional. What I'd like to talk to you today about is a really great device I found called the Orange Whip. Now the Orange Whip it's a flexible shaft, looks like a golf club with an orange tip on the end. And what it's designed to do is to help promote tempo and also to be able to get people to learn how to swing from the lower body as opposed to trying to overswing with their arms. This is great because a lot of the issues that happen with regards to low back pain, with overuse syndromes in the arms are often caused by people trying to use the arms in their swing as opposed to using the larger muscles of their body. So let me kind of give you a little demonstration of some of the things you can do with the whip. So first of all, if we were to go ahead and just start with a little gentle sort of weight shifting back and forth, and I'm just kind of allowing the whip to kind of take me with it. There's a really nice, it feels really great just to get this nice little tempo, and I can gradually get this going a little bit further. And what happens is I get into a really nice sink. Now because this is heavier than a golf club, I actually have to there's a little bit more control that I have to do at the end of my swing. All right. Now, if I were to try to overswing and try to use my arms, I'm going to try to do that. It's going to totally take me out of sync, and it's going to make it really tough for me to do it. And I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time actually swinging in correctly with this. So it's almost intuitive in terms of how it makes you utilize your lower body. Now, because I like people to be balanced, what's nice is that, hey, you know what? We can switch up the grip a little bit, and there's a whip sound that occurs with the regular swing. If I go and I try to, create just that regular swing motion, I hear the whip. But I can also do this going left-handed. It's the same thing. Now I'm a right-handed golfer, so this is really awkward for me. But I can go ahead and just gradually start moving this and getting my body in sync so that I'm using my lower body. All right, and I can see if I can still reproduce that sound of that whip noise. And because really we want to be able to have that balance within our core of being able to swing not only to right to left, but also left to right. Okay, so now some other things that we can do are a little bit more, we can actually use just a single arm. So I can actually hold this, I'm going to choke up on it a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and just take it and just I'm just weight shifting with it, but I'm allowing the club to create the little hinge in my wrist. So it's a nice way, just as that reminder, I've got to create the stability in my shoulder girdle, and then it's almost like that the club just kind of comes down. And this can be really useful with the right hand here, if I were maybe, whether I'm a golfer or a tennis player, just being able to feel how the body creates the movement, and you're just using the stabilizers of your shoulder girdle to help stabilize this. And once again, you can do this on both sides. Now, that would be more of a kind of a throwing motion. Now I can also do something a little more with a pulling. So I'm going to go with my left arm and create more of the pull. And the nice thing here is with the pull, I'm going to emphasize a little bit more of that change of direction and just that stability at the very end of my swing here. So I've got to really utilize my shoulder stabilizers at the end. All right, so we can do a little bit with single arm. Now, what's nice is that we talked about there's this oscillation effect here, and we can actually utilize this within some of our balance work. So I'm going to go ahead and start with just holding on with both hands, and I'm going to create this oscillation. And what I can do is I can kind of put myself at a different position. So I can go into, say, an address position and create this oscillation. And I can go ahead and just move into, say, a backswing motion and oscillate, and move over to the other side and oscillate. And because I'm trying to maintain the same pattern of the whip, it's creating a lot of sort of micro stability work within my stabilizers of my shoulder, in my hips, in the core, and then I have to work on that balance also. So it's really nice to be able to do a little bit more slowly like that going into some of your motions. Now, not to say you have to keep it just, just limited to a golf motion. You can also take it in front of you, and let's say we're going to go into that squat. Let's go into a deeper squat, and then let's see if we can actually take this overhead. All right, and so you can really work on creating your mechanics, creating that stability, and let me tell you, it is work. You can see how I've got to kind of adjust to change the stability here, but it is a full body workout when we include this element of oscillation with the upper body. And I could obviously make that go a little faster. It takes a little more coordination to do so, okay? So I can do a little bit of that. Now I can also consider taking, listen, we talked about doing some balance work here. I can take myself into what would be my stance. I can come over, balance there, and let's go ahead and take it to single leg, right? And now, can I stabilize dynamically while standing on one leg? All right, we're going to need to be doing weight shifting in our swing, so it's always great to be able to do that. So once again, just kind of take it, utilize that for your balance, and it might be that this is as far as somebody gets. But if you can, go ahead and stabilize there. And then if you can add the rotation, go for it. All right, now on the finish side, we might have to go from that rotation to standing. So those are some different things we can do just to challenge it. And like I said, I can do that same thing over to this side. I can come over here, find that position, I can come up to standing. So what you would do on one side, absolutely it's great to do on the other side. So that gives you a little bit of an idea, some of the things you can do with the orange whip, just in standing outside. Like I said, at the very least, it just makes a wonderful tool for just warming up. And there are other exercises that we can do even within the Pilates studio that involve balance and doing things in different positions, not just in standing, but on our back on all fours, and that really are great for creating stability and some control in the shoulders, along integrating that with that in the core. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to put a link to the Orange Whip trainer down below so that you can go ahead and check out where to get one of these. They're great. I am really happy that I found these, and they come in different sizes. This one is the mid-size one, but they do come in a longer size for that kind of replicates a driver or for a taller person, and they also have some shorter junior ones and compact ones. So great thing to be able to throw into your bag. So with that, I will see you guys next time.